Welcome back to the Archive Network. Aurelius here with Malik, curators of the Lineage Archive. We left House of Hunyadi last time at Yet. The road ahead is fraught with danger. Today, we pick up where we left off. A battered shield, a bloody banner, a family name echoing through the thunder of marching feet. This is the world of John Hunyadi. In the mid-15th century, Hungary becomes a bulwark against the Ottoman advance. Hunyadi, a man of uncertain beginnings, rises through war and politics. He transforms the House of Hunyadi from obscurity to the heights of power.
But let's not forget what drives this transformation, Aurelius. It wasn't just Hunyadi's military genius. It was the desperate circumstances he faced. Hungary was more than a chessboard for power plays. It was a land under siege, filled with ordinary people caught in the crossfire. Nobility viewed him with suspicion, questioning his motives at every turn. His authority relied heavily on fierce loyalty from his soldiers and carefully calculated alliances. Each decision he made could mean life or death for countless families.
True enough. The regency of Hunyadi is marked by conflict and uneasy consolidation. His rule hangs by a thread, supported by military victories and the loyalty of seasoned retainers. This is a game of power, where every council meeting is laced with tension. The House of Hunyadi's ascent is as much about survival as it is about ambition.
But survival for whom, Aurelius? The Hunyadis might be rising, but they are also sowing seeds of resentment. Redistribution of estates creates simmering bitterness among the old nobility. It's not just about military strategy. It's about managing a fragile network of loyalty and envy. The Diet watches with a mix of fear and envy, not respect.
The expansion of Hunyad Castle goes beyond mere prestige. It stands as a fortified declaration of our intent to confront the Ottoman threat head-on. With new walls rising, the strength of the Belgrade fortress becomes essential in this struggle. Hunyadi's foresight in acquiring and fortifying it reveals a crucial strategy. We're witnessing a significant moment for the Hunyadi legacy, where power and defense intertwine, showing us how empires adapt and prepare for the challenges that lie ahead.
It's also a gamble, Aurelius. Hunyadi's reliance on foreign engineers and artillery shows just how desperate he's become. The Ottomans aren't just an external threat. They're a constant reminder of how fragile our power really is. Every day, the fear of invasion looms larger, casting a shadow over everyone. The Diet's growing wariness isn't just political. It's personal for those who live here. The court intrigues deepen, complicating an already tangled web of alliances and loyalties.
A precarious situation, without a doubt. By 1452, we see the return of the adolescent king Ladislaus V, which only complicates Hunyadi's regency further. The temporary arrangement is now on shaky ground, and Hunyadi finds himself in a minefield. He must navigate a court filled with spies and shifting alliances, where every move he makes could tip the balance of power. This is a game of chess, and each piece is more critical than the last.
And the stakes couldn't be higher. You can feel the tension in the court. It's like a thick fog. Every negotiation feels like a high-stakes game, where one wrong move could mean betrayal. Hunyadi's coalition is so fragile, and the balance of power is shifting daily. It's not just about defending Hungary. It's about the lives at stake and maintaining control in an increasingly hostile environment where every decision can change everything for the people involved.
But the true test arrives in 1456 at the Siege of Belgrade. Hunyadi, joined by John of Capistrano, faces the formidable Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II. This is more than just another battle. It's a defining moment in European history. The defenders, weary and outnumbered, must withstand a relentless onslaught. With every wall they fortify and every shout of defiance, they're not just fighting for survival. They're fighting for the very soul of Europe itself.
The fighting is brutal, and the outcome remains uncertain. Starvation and disease are stalking the defenders, making their already desperate situation even worse. Hunyadi's coalition, formed out of sheer desperation, is teetering on the edge of collapse. Yet, amid this chaos, something remarkable happens. A moment of improbable heroism shines through, revealing the incredible resilience of those ordinary people who refuse to bow down to oppression, fighting not just for their lives, but for their very dignity.
In a remarkable twist, Hunyadi's forces managed to break the siege, turning the tide in a way few expected. It's a victory that resonates across Europe, with Hunyadi being hailed as the Athleta Christi. This triumph brings a momentary sense of relief to those weary of conflict. But let's not be fooled. History has a cruel way of shifting fortunes. This is just a fleeting moment of glory before the storm gathers once more, reminding us that peace is often temporary.
And yet, that triumph comes at a terrible cost. Hunyadi succumbs to disease soon after his hard-fought victory, a cruel twist of fate. His death leaves a chaotic vacuum of power, and tragically, his son Ladislaus is arrested and executed without mercy. The very name that once inspired armies now hangs by a thin thread. This is the harsh reality of ambition. It's a stark reminder that every victory can carry a heavy toll on those left behind.
What follows is a brutal reminder of the fragility of power. Matthias, the youngest son, finds himself thrust into peril. The halls of Hunyad are filled with fleeing loyalists and enemies close in. But amidst this chaos, Matthias secures unexpected allies. He stands on the brink of true power, but the road is fraught with danger.
That's where we leave it this time. House of Hunyadi continues. The story isn't finished yet. Find the full series on the Lineage archive, part of the Archive Network. We'll be back with the next chapter,